think by now you already understand how much I love El Salvadorian coffees, but I don't think you know how much I love Finca La Fany. So this week we're going to La Fany and we have a washed Bourbon from the farm, a coffee that we have had on offer every year since 2003. 16 years of relationship with Carmen and Rafael, two of the most lovely people you could ever meet. But now we also have the sons getting involved in the business too, and they've been amazing to help us kind of understand the farm more, because US educated Rodrigo and Rafa kind of give us a little bit more detail and go into a little bit more information, because they kind of get what the modern coffee buyer wants to know about and learn about. Father Rafael is probably one of the best processors of coffee I think I've ever met. He thinks about things on so many levels, and one of the hardest working people I've ever met. I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell you again that for Christmas, Christmas in El Salvador tends to be kind of celebrated on Christmas Eve, and Rafael came home from the mill on Christmas Eve at around about 4 or 5 p.m, had his Christmas dinner, went to bed, and was straight back to the farm at 3 o'clock in the morning to go and do Christmas Day on the farm and carry on the processing and make sure everything was done properly. A little bit of a control freak, but we get to benefit from his control freakiness, so we should definitely encourage him to continue to do that. In Arshapan, which is a region to the east of El Salvador, then to the east of San Salvador, part of the Apaneca mountain range, which is kind of world famous for really amazing special coffees. Farm size is around about 20 hectares, so a good size farm for El Salvador, the average size being around about 10 hectares, so it is quite a big farm. Some beautiful shade trees, really kind of well planted, well organised, as you would expect from a control freak like Rafael. Talking of control freaks, well, he's not a control freak, he's just a freak, but he's our freak. It's Roland's Daft Fact of the Week.
Staff only. So what's Roland doing in there? Let's go find him. Come with me, Wobblecam. Where is Roland? Have you seen Roland, Gary?
He's lurking around somewhere.
Is he working?
No, don't be down.
Okay. Well, then we'll find him in here, I think. Here he is. Roland, do you ever do any work when you're here at Has Been?
Absolutely not, Steve.
What are you doing in the staff only area?
I'm thinking about daft facts.
Do you have a daft fact for us this week?
Did you know that in 1840, the name Fanny was the 22nd most popular one?
So this week's Instagrammer of the week, Instagrammer of the week, needs a theme tune, doesn't it? Is what I think is YT1, but it might be YT-1. Anyway, it's on screen now. I've been using the AeroPress. So thank you very much for that. Please send in yours using the hashtag #hasbeen or in my mug. And who knows, you may be on the next in my mug. This is getting a bit of a common theme. This was out 2 weeks ago. Could be because I do have about 7 of them in the cupboard. It raises the odds. But let's get into the La Fany Bourbon washed. So this is what I like to call a chugging coffee. It's one that you can just drink and drink and drink. You don't have to think about it too much. It has some milk chocolate in there. It has a little bit of like walnut, hazelnut in there. Has a little bit of like a brown sugar sweetness to it, but it's just delicious. You don't have to kind of assess it and score it. You can just sit there and drink it. Sunday morning, sitting in the garden with the papers, cup of this, you're going to be dead happy. Thank you very much for joining us, as always. And do remember, life is too short for bad coffee. I still want to do that, but I can't, can I? No, I shouldn't do that. But I also love... But I'm a... Why was that hard to get out?